We're getting ready for football now. I got the gear on.
You're looking
I had to
good.
dress up a little bit.
I've always liked that. I've always liked that Tampa uniform.
It is pretty cool.
Cool.
It beats the old one, right? The creamsicle.
Oh, good.
That was
God.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, we got some good discussions. One we're going to talk about is the Giants. They have this receiver, Burris.
Maybe you've heard of him.
Plaxico Burris. Very goofy name. He's been out with a growing or hamstring injury. It was a hamstring injury. And to sort of help with the treatment, he put a bullet wound in his leg, Mike. He was out to
Very
a club
therapeutic.
on Monday and has a gun with him and shoots himself. I mean, there's no allegedly here. There was a bullet wound that took place, and it's from his own. Well, we'll get into that. Your thoughts about what happened with Mr. Burris of the Giants?
Well, first of all, he's an idiot. I mean, just
let's get that out there.
I mean, beyond an idiot. But the quintessential Plaxico Burris moment for me was way back when he played for the Steelers. Or he catches a pass for a key first down, falls over, gets up, spikes the ball. Nobody's touched him on the opposing team yet, so it's a fumble, and the other team recovers it. That's this is not a bright ball.
Not the sharpest tool,
folks. But on the other hand, I wonder how many NFL players this year or even this weekend walked into a club with a gun. This is a very common thing among athletes. This is a sort of the life, This is part of the life. And I wonder if this guy's just dumb enough and unlucky enough that he happened to shoot himself with the gun. I think some of the criticism of this guy has been a little over the top that I've heard over the past couple of days. On Sunday, on NFL Countdown on ESPN, they're acting like this guy's bin Laden or something because of this. And I'm not defending him, and he's a moron. But
let's get it straight. He didn't shoot somebody else. He shot himself.
Right.
So
and he did it accidentally.
Yeah. This is not a terrorist. This is not a.
And people. Shoot themselves all the time in America. They really do. I heard it I heard somebody did it on some woman in this area, like in the Harrisburg area, laying down in the prone position, somehow managed to shoot herself in the arm. It happens. Again, not defending this guy, but it happens.
A couple observations from him. First of all, he's got a high-powered attorney, somebody that's represented Michael Jackson and other big celebrities,
right?
And they've pleaded not guilty. Now, I think the evidence is overwhelming that he did shoot himself. Now, the guilty plea, I guess, comes into play that he had a gun without a New York City permit. I think this may open the door for other cities, like Philadelphia, which has had a lot of shootings this year and killings, to say, maybe we need a gun law like this, too. That you got to have a really strict... Because this law is 3 years in prison if they throw the whole book at him.
And apparently he had a registration for this weapon in Florida, but that doesn't fly in New York City and maybe even New York State, but definitely in New York City. So it's a problem. You brought up Sean Taylor. Athletes have a real fear of being targeted. There's no question about that. I would say a couple of things. Number one, there are ways to provide for your own security, especially if you're rich,
sure,
that go beyond packing heat. I think packing heat is about being macho and
yes.
being the man
yes.
and being gangster and all of this. And the other thing is maybe you can watch where you go a little bit. Watch
Exactly.
the circles that you travel in a little bit. But again, this guy shot himself in the leg. It's more goofy than it is indicative of any tremendous societal ill, I think.